Hello everyone, my name is Peter and today we're gonna set up a web server. I'm trying to keep this short and this is an intermediate level tutorial. You should already know how to use SSH and other basics. Chapter 1. Registering a domain and configuring it. I'll use name silo in this tutorial. You can use any registrar you like to use. I will make a memo site later, so I'm searching for memos. I found memos.monster to be cheap, so I'm picking that one. Go into the domain manager, click your domain, and then change name server. Enter your name servers as seen here. 3 different ones. Add your domain to your DNS manager. This one is at DigitalOcean. Your domain page should look like this. Add an @ sign in the first box and pick your server to route the traffic to. That's a droplet. Click Create Record. Add a CNAME. A CNAME is an alias from one name to another. We add www in the left box and an @ sign in the right box. Chapter 2. Installing the server services. First we need to enable the external repository for PHP as the 8.2 version isn't available in Ubuntu by default. This repository also isn't available in the latest version of Ubuntu. I'm using the LTS version and it's available there. The command is sudo add-apt-repository ppa:/ondrej/php. Ondrej makes a really good repository for getting the latest PHP version. Here we test if the installation has gone well and if you can find PHP 8.2. There we go. Time to install all services. These are the packages I will install for now. Check the description below where you can copy and paste the installation commands. Chapter 3. Configuration. Let's prepare the mariadb installation. Enter your sudo password if asked. The current password is blank. So just press enter. Press enter again. When asked to change root password, you change to a good new password. And then just hit enter on all remaining prompts. The best choice is already pre-selected. Creating the folders. We will use the /var/www folder as it's pre-configured by the installation. As my domain was called memos.monster, I will name the folder memos. And I'll change the permissions to www-data for user and group, as it is the default for the web user on Ubuntu. The command used to change user and group is chown for files and directories. As I'm lazy, I'll switch to the sudo shell using sudo-s. And now I'm able to make multiple folders without using a sudo each time. And remember, when using a sudo shell, to exit it once you no longer use it, as it can be a security risk. Okay, let's start the Nginx server configuration. I have one prepared. I will explain parts of it for you soon. I'm just pasting it in here and then we'll go through it. Ctrl-O saves, Ctrl-X exits nano. This is the server configuration file. This part is the primary name and the aliases the server accepts. This is the path to the files that will be presented publicly on the server. This is the file that will be shown if no specific file is specified for a folder. If there are multiple options, it takes them in the order they are specified. This is the so-called index file. This is the path to the logs file. It's very useful to have during development for debugging. You really want to set this one. These are the location blocks for files you don't want to clutter your logs. The fav icon and robots text are often requested, even when you haven't created them yet. This is the location block for PHP files. It includes the standard settings as well as a link to the PHP 8.2 FPM socket file. This is how Nginx is connecting to PHP. Listen is what port the web server listens to. Port 80 for regular HTTP. Certbot will later change it to the HTTPS port for us. That's the secure port. Time to activate our configuration. We do that by creating a symlink to the sites enabled folder using ln-s. I always forget which order, so I always do ln-help to check which order you input in. Always remember to test the server configuration before reloading using the nginx-t command. And then you can reload the service multiple ways. I used service nginx reload. We need to let the traffic through the firewall using the ufw command. Chapter 4. Setting up a free SSL certificate using Certbot. First, install Certbot using this command. Time to run Certbot to get our 3-month free SSL certificate. We're getting a certificate that includes both the main domain and the CNAME alias we made. If you made any other aliases, include them as well. Let's do a quick review of the changes that Certbot made for us. Yep, it now listens to port 443 SSL. Great. Time to add Certbot renewal to the cron job. That's the scheduling system used. I will go through the specifics of the cron job itself soon. This command adds the contents of the text file as a cron job. You can verify that the cron job works using the cronjob-l command. This is the structure of the cron job. This first part represents the time, minutes, hours, day in a month, day in a week. Here we are running it at 2 a.m. The second part is the command that is being executed. Renew adds the request for renewing the certificate. The third part routes the output to /dev/null, which blocks the output. The final part routes additional output back to the first output we just specified. This way you will not get an email every time a cron job is executed. Chapter 5. Testing. The final chapter. Oh, great. It's working. Let's make a quick PHP info test script to test if PHP is running. Everything works. Remember to log out your sudo root session. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe.